Hey traders, this is Jeff with ZenTrader.ca, and if I sound stuffy, it's because this is allergy season for me. I'm not sick. This just generally goes on for the majority of March and even into April for me. It's pretty brutal. So I want to start with today's update with the Nasdaq, and it looked like the markets were going to start a serious correction this morning, but that didn't last. I'm sure the QE engines rolled in because it just feels like these dips, while these intraday dips that are getting bought up are bullish, I only view them as bullish and it's almost like a self-correcting rally if it was genuinely or rather not manipulated, but this just really feels manipulated. Now that doesn't mean that you can't participate. I mean, we're pretty much at the mercy of the money printers now, and we kind of just have to roll with it. Today I took some profits off of FTK. It had a big move. I bought OKE. I didn't really trade a whole lot, and watching my Twitter feed, it's really crazy how traders are so mixed. Some are so bullish and some are just so utterly bearish. But here's the chart of the Nasdaq, and I just wanted to point out that this run from the end of December, ultimately, right when my timing signal went bullish, until now, which we're on the sidelines with that particular timing signal call, this is very reminiscent of this move in 2010 from September to November. I mean, we had this rally that gave way to this significant correction in 2010, and even right down to the accumulation that was going on behind the scenes with the up-down volume showing some pretty massively big days. You can come over here and you can see how there were some massive accumulation days going on here, and then a retest, and then almost another retest, and then we were just off to the races. So if this particular pattern plays out like this does, then we maybe will go up to about 3,000, and then, because that's just a nice round figure, I mean, we're already at 29.66, so 34 points away. I think it's almost a gimme that we're going to get to 3,000 on the Nasdaq, and then ultimately maybe we have like a 100-point token correction. It's really tough to say. It's really tough to make that kind of forecast right now. I don't really care what the correction is. What I'll be watching to see is if during that correction my timing signal goes negative. But if that's the case, then we have quite a bit more rally to go. I mean, this went up another 300 points from here. So just something to keep an eye on. I mean, if you're really bearish right now, it can be worth taking a look at what is possible, like what these markets are capable. So I got a couple more charts. I want to go to the TSX. It was actually really close to issuing I actually almost started to send the email out to those of you who are on my free newsletter. And if you're not on it and you do want some intraday updates, you can just go to ZenTrader.net and you can just sign up there. It's free, and you'll get market timing updates whenever my timing signal flips. But this almost, I mean, I really wanted to see, like, it was a matter of like falling another 25 points, and when the market was really falling this morning, I didn't really want to buy into that open because, you know, it's a lot of times they say fools are buying into the open, and sometimes that's the case and sometimes it's not. But I knew where I wanted to buy it, and it didn't hit. So we'll see if this rolls over. And now my target does adjust depending on how the market is behaving, but I'll still be watching the Toronto for a long-term buy signal in that market, quite possibly very soon. Due to time, I wanted to just cover this particular chart. This is the 10-day moving average record high percent index, and we are at 90, 97, 98 on this. You can't get much higher. So just that's a concern if you're bullish. So, all right, guys, take care.